Arturo, the growth in electric vehicles is a huge theme here, huge opportunity, some challenges coming as well. How do you see this playing out?
Yeah, right, Kevin. So if you trust the latest forecasts, we expect 84 million electric vehicles to be on the streets in Europe by 2030.
Right.
So if you put it in context, today you have around 240 million of classical vehicles. So 1/3 will be replaced by electric vehicles. And the main question remains, are we prepared for that? Do we have the infrastructure? And I think the clear answer is no. We need to rely on incentives by the governments and by private investors and start building that platform. And that remains a challenge. You need to deliver both the hardware,
right,
but then also the software platform to basically manage the charging units and to make sure that you accomplish the whole business process, which is charging and then also charging money from the end customer, right?
And if I may, so it's the hardware, it's the software, and it's having a business process that's profitable to sustain it going forward. Now at Siemens, what are you guys offering today, and what do you see changing in the future?
Right, so we offer a cloud-based solution on a subscription basis, so it's a software as a service. We clearly started with an e-car management platform, basically granting connectivity, making sure that the payments are done and directed, offering features, critical features like, for example, roaming that are crucial in Europe, basically using a small installed base as a service operator, but then through roaming, making sure that your end customers have access to all the other charging units of all the other service operators that are in that roaming program. So that is huge. That is in the first stage of the project, and I would say that mission has been accomplished. We have references all over the world, and we are ready for, let's say, the next step, which will be this exponential explosion of charging units, which will bring other topics to the table, like, for example, how do you manage the load management in all of these sites? Yeah.
And that's going to be quite a challenge, because while I can go and purchase Siemens charging stations and install them, somebody needs to figure out if the grid connection or the local energy that's there can support 20 people, 50, 100 people plugging in at the same time.
Exactly, and it will all depend on the different customer types and sites that you have. So clearly a mall or a service station will have different paces on recharging the vehicles than, for example, a residential customer, right?
So fast versus overnight or whatever.
Whatever comes in future, at some point the capacity of your grid, so the power that you have available per site, will be exhausted, and then you will need to rely on basically software programs to try to optimize the charging, basically try to modulate the current that you use for charging the charging units, and therefore make sure that you take the maximum out of the capacity that you have. That would be a pure software program, and with the respective incentives, financial incentives, you would then be able to either penalize or incentivize your end customer to charge exactly at that point. So therefore you could manage the load. The other option, which is of course more complex, but it's also a huge opportunity, is that you start integrating distributed energy resources in a microgrid to that charging process overall. So basically you don't have a charging unit anymore. You consider the charging unit as one distributed energy resource more that you have in your microgrid, and you can optimize charging according to prices, to the balancing market, to the availability, etc.
Now, last week you had your Grid Software Summit, and you spoke a lot about software as a service, software in the cloud. You see that model, because as you mentioned, things are changing so fast. You need to update the software, the offers, the go here, go there. So you see a SaaS model as the way to deliver that platform?
Definitely. We in Grid Software, and with special attention in Grid Edge, are delivering our solution or our software platform as a service. Basically, we charge a subscription and make sure that from this centrally installed cloud service, we have the highest standards on cybersecurity. We are CSA certified. We have the highest standards on the latest software version installed, always available. We make sure that we have all the relevant adapters in place so that you can connect our platform with, for example, a building management system.
It's open.
Or through open APIs, you could then even take applications developed by our customers to be integrated as one solution, as one platform. And that all will happen seamlessly. So for us, that is the model. First of all, I think on EV charging, it has already shown itself it has been proven that this is the model to follow.
Yep.
And we will basically continue like that because we believe that is the right path, and our customers like it very much.
Hey, cool. Hey, I wish you well. Thank you very much.
All the best. Thank you.